All right, we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. Before we stand for the pledge, what we do every board meeting is we have students come and lead our pledge for us. So tonight they're all from Lutz Elementary. They're all in the 5th grade. We have Ezriana Estep, Anaya Watley, and Raylyn Pfeiffer, and they're all part of Safety Patrol at Lutz. So we thank them for coming in. So they're going to lead us in the pledge. So if we could all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Nice job, ladies.
All right, thank you, ladies, for coming in to do that. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Bloom? Here. Ms. Lehman?
Here.
Ms. Lewis?
Here.
Mr. Nally?
Here.
Mr. Price?
Here. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes from our regular meeting on April 13th, 2026?
So moved.
Motion by Mrs. Bloom. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Lehman. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Bloom? Yes. Ms. Lehman?
Yes.
Ms. Lewis?
Yes.
Mr. Nally?
Yes.
Mr. Price?
Yes, motion's approved. Moving on to our legislative report.
What I wanted to address this evening mostly deals with the property tax issue, and I have to tell you, from all the different mailings that we've received as board members, it's totally overwhelming, the amount of information we're getting. I think one of the things we are getting is a consistent message that as we as board members, or me as the legislative liaison, as we speak, we need to address these issues very factually and really state, what will happen, or those aspects. And right now, I think we might have talked about it at the last meeting, or it was at finance, that there is a group that's getting together. They're called Ohioans to Protect Services, and that group is really looking at, and I think it's OSBA and OASBO, I think, and there was one other group. They're involved with this particular group, and what they're doing is making sure that the right tone and information is set and shared with the public as we move forward. It's not a done deal that the property tax issue will be on the ballot in November. But if it is, one of the things that was emphasized, and the legislative liaison, our monthly Zoom meeting was today at noon. And one of the things that was emphasized is that if things move forward and we experience a change after November, it's going to be very quick, and it's going to be very impactful on our services, because of how monies will not be available or will not be replaced or replenished as is needed for our schools. I think it was today, one of the things that so that's kind of my not a lot of facts in that, but just kind of as we review information. And one of the points that I had picked up on, and this was one of the groups that had kind of put out a white paper, and that they emphasize bond security would be greatly affected if property taxes were eliminated, because one of the things that the bond structure relies on are the inside millage dollars that they use. I guess, for lack of a better word from my part, is let's see, collateral, is that those dollars have to be there as they do their bond rating. And right now we're talking that is $22.3 billion of outstanding general obligation. And that would be throughout the state of Ohio, the different districts. As we're building, like we have, other districts are building and have different infrastructure needs. Those dollars are what the bonds are being used for, and that would greatly affect that. Also, right now we're reviewing our bonds through our treasurers, working on that process, and done correctly, and that would mean that if we restructure that bond, then we would have additional dollars coming into our district. If that is not there, then we don't have those additional dollars. There's just a lot of things that play into that. And one of the things that I picked up on also dealt with the kind of the voucher system. And that is kind of, as people are starting to understand and react to that. I read one publication had said that as people understand the billions of dollars that are going away from public education into that private sector, that people are becoming enraged and engaged. So we'll have to wait and see what exactly that means. But there's still a lot of that going on in the legislature. And that's all I had this evening.
All right. Thanks, sir. No walk-on items tonight?
No, sir.
Moving on to the community part of the agenda. If anyone would like to address the board about an issue, they can come to the podium, state your name and address. Okay. With that, we'll move on to the superintendent's report.
Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Price, board members, Ms. Parkhurst. This evening, I would like to start my superintendent's report by welcoming Marty Rothy from OSBA to Fremont City Schools. Marty serves as the Northwest Regional Manager for OSBA, and she has joined us this evening for a special recognition of you, Mr. Price. So, Marty, please.
Thank you for that kind introduction, and thank you to the Fremont board for your kind welcome this evening. I truly appreciate it. Yes, she introduced me as the Northwest Region Manager of the Ohio School Boards Association. The Northwest Region, just a few facts, is made up of 20 counties and 143 districts. So it's my honor to get out and visit as many school boards as I can, to introduce myself and kind of put a face behind a name for any services or any questions you might have that come up in your district. I'm a call away, and I have left some information with your superintendent, which includes my business card. And so I hope you feel free at any point in time to give me a call. There's a map on these diagrams of our region and the counties it encompasses. We are run by a volunteer board, individuals who decide they would like to be a little bit more involved in the region, contact me, and you can become a member of our executive committee. Our president this year is from Woodmore Local, Jan Buzdecker. Our president-elect is from North Baltimore Local, Jeremy Sharninghouse, and our past president is Cindy Erickson from Putnam County ESC. So we kind of span different parts of our region. One of the things that we offer in our region is we offer it's a book grant, not actually a scholarship. It kind of acts like a scholarship to senior students who are interested in going into education. And that is called the Bonnie Eddy Educational Book Grant and Supply. And that can be accessed through the OSBA website. I also send a letter out in early September, and your superintendent will receive that, hopefully pass that on to the guidance counselors to make that opportunity available to your students, your senior students. We also have a number of regional recognition programs, and you have a copy of this in that packet too. We offer 3 regional awards: an Excellence in Community Service, a Humanitarian, and an Excellence Award for Outstanding Leadership. This is an opportunity for Fremont City Schools to recognize outstanding community individuals within your district at a regional level. These awards are presented at our spring and fall conference, and our fall conference will be held on October 8th in North Baltimore. And I invite you all to put that on your calendars. It's a lovely evening. It'll be from 5:30 to 8. And since I drove up from Findlay this evening, North Baltimore's not all that far away. So I think you would enjoy coming. I really appreciated your legislative update. I want to share that OSBA will be sponsoring a special legislative open house in Sandusky on August 29th at the Yacht Club. And I also know that's not too far from here. That's my hometown. And it's a lovely evening. OSBA comes up and does a legislative update. It's a great thing to do as a board. It's a beautiful location. Dinner is on you. You can order something if you'd like, or you don't have to. There is no other cost to your board to attend this. And this will be on August 27th at the Yacht Club from 6 to 8 p.m. And I would welcome you to attend. I think things will be a little more set for the November election by then, so I think this would be very interesting. Of course, I welcome you to attend the Capitol Conference in November, and that will be November 15th through 16th. I will be there at a booth that says Northwest Region. Please come say hi. And then I have my main reason for being here, and is to honor you, Mr. Price. And but I found something out on Saturday. We hosted our executive committee meeting this Saturday at the Hayes Memorial. They have a beautiful auditorium that they let us use. And I found out you're the cookie lady.
I've been called that many times.
So I was putting 2 and 2 together because one of our members who is on the Vanguard board had arranged to have their culinary arts students make us box lunches for our meeting. And then she brought in this beautiful tray of cookies with your business card. And I'm like, who is this? She goes, oh, this is Tom Price. And I'm like, you're kidding. So I have an opportunity to celebrate you twice tonight. Your cookies are amazing.
Thank you.
I had at least 2. And, but the real reason I'm here is OSBA is recognizing you tonight for 10 years of board service to Fremont City Schools. What is so important about individuals like you who have put yourself out there? You devoted your time and effort and your emotional energy into this district for 10 years. The importance to a district to have people like you who have the history of your district, you lend a foundation because of your knowledge and your expertise. So I hope your community and your fellow board members appreciate what you've given to your community. So tonight we celebrate you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
I'm gonna do something to my family. Mr. Boss and Mr. Matz and Mr. Norris.
Picture with her real quick. Marty, Brent, will you grab a picture of them together?
Yeah, without me in it.
Hey, guys, instead of in front of the restroom,
Maybe in front of the
Tom,
podium
how about
or
in
right
front
up
of
here?
this? Automatically flush
Mr. Price, would you like to see your face again?
No.
I was gonna say, dare we ask if you want to
If
send
anyone knows me, they hate my picture taken. So to see that out there is even worse. Just real quick, thank you very much. It's been fun and it's been a pleasure to be on the board. So for that recognition, it's just, I enjoy it. It's fun to me to be a part of something like this. So I just enjoy it. So thank you for everybody for coming out, even though I dislike it. And I'll have a one-on-one meeting with Mrs. Hurt later. So, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, we greatly appreciate your service to the
Absolutely.
district. So thank you. I will move on with my superintendent's report.
Yes,
Mr. Price,
please.
if that would be good.
Yes, please.
I would like to ask our athletic director, Mr. Chad Burnt, just to come forward to the podium quickly. Are we going to make it? Yes. He's going to give us a very short, quick update on our spring athletic events that are taking place. But we are monitoring some active spring weather currently, which has kind of been the MO of spring. So he's going to go short and then get back to our baseball, softball games that are currently happening.
Thank you, Mrs. Hurt. Congratulations, Mr. Price. Well deserved.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah, as Mrs. Hurt inclined, I'm here tonight just to kind of give you a brief summary, kind of both of winter and then also of spring, since I've already kind of given a fall one. So just real quick summary. Like I said, beautiful thing about public education and extracurricular activities is it kinds of ebbs and flows. So we have good years and then we have some years in which, we struggle a little bit. And every year it's a little bit different. So this past winter season, our boys basketball team, they were young and inexperienced, so we struggled a little bit there at the very beginning of the year. But if any of you came to games, I'm hopeful that you were still impressed kind of with the product on the floor. They battled, they challenged, and they persevered through some challenging times. Although the record wasn't kind of in our favor a lot of times, we played teams to the very wire and just came up a little bit short. And I attribute that to a lot of youth and inexperience when you're playing 3 to 4 freshmen on a given night against, seniors. That sometimes tells the difference. But with that being said, one of the highlights of that season was the fact that we beat Southview at their place, and that caused a little division in the NLL that caused a split between Clay and Southview to share the title. So, when you beat the league champions, that just shows you kind of what the potential is and where we're going. And I am confident that it's going to be fun watching this team over the next several years grow and develop, especially with the youth that we have coming through right now. On the girls' side, we three-peated, and that's an accomplishment to Coach Vela and his girls, especially with the youth that we had on this team and the loss of some senior leadership that we had the previous year. A lot of people kind of doubted where this program was going to be this year, but we had some girls step up and play in roles that they haven't played before. And not having one senior on the team speaks to kind of the program as a whole and kind of what we have coming up through the system right now. And just like the boys, this team's going to be fun to watch here in the very near future. Our swimming program has historically been very strong. And that continued to hold true this year. Unfortunately, the numbers were a little bit lower than what we had hoped. But despite the numbers, we had quality just in terms of the number of girls and boys that competed for us. This year, our boys three-peated again. Winning the NLL for the third straight year. Our girls finished just a runner-up finish this year to Napoleon, but this is the second year in a row where that's happened, but we're right there on the cusp. If we had a little bit more participation on the girls' side, I think that may have went in our favor, and hopefully that will bend moving forward. We did have one individual qualify for the state this year, and that was Logan Garza in the 100-yard breaststroke. Which is an accomplishment of in itself, especially qualifying as an individual. That just shows you kind of the depth and breadth that we do have going there. As far as the boys wrestling program, I felt that they competed well throughout the season. We had 5 individuals who qualified for the district tournament this year. And we had one state qualifier in our senior Aiden Atulo. Unfortunately, you're going to see tonight on the board agenda that Mr. Hedrick will be stepping down as the head coach. So I do have a favor and ask that you please do not accept that resignation in the hopes that we'll be able to retain him. But no, in all seriousness, he has done a wonderful job of leading our program. He just has come to the realization that he's aging and would like to take on a lesser role. So he's hoping to come back as an assistant, but pass the torch on to somebody a little bit more youthful that can maybe roll with the kids and give them kind of what they need. So reluctantly, like I said, he's stepping down, but he's been a great leader for our program for the past several years. And I'm just glad that he's going to continue in that capacity. As far as our girls program, it was one for the record books. It was a historical season by all accounts. This was one of the few sports on the girls' side that we actually saw growth within the program. And that's a testament to, Coach Long, both Jen and Chad, and what they've been able to develop within that program. And like I said, this year we had a 4th place finish at the OHSWCA state tournament, which, like I said, improves our standing from last season and gives us a little bit more clout with those teams down south that kind of don't look favorably on Fremont Ross. So hopefully now we've kind of created a name for ourselves, one that will get a little bit more recognition than what we've been given in the past. So they finished 4th. The girls, we won the NLL title outright for the very first year in which we had the girls tournament. We sent 8 girls on to the district tournament. And of those 8, 3 of them were able to qualify for the state tournament this past season, with Kiana Van being the highlight, finishing 3rd overall at heavyweight. So wonderful winter season by all accounts for most of our programs. For the spring season right now, we're kind of right in the midst of it, dealing with weather a lot of the time, unfortunately. So that kind of complicates things. But baseball is currently sitting just a little over 500. We're actually winning right now against Southview tonight, another one of our league opponents. Hopefully we can hold on and get that win tonight. But the program's major win this season came last week against Perkins, which is a state perennial powerhouse right now. Finished, I believe, in the top 4 last year. I have a lot of their returners coming back. We actually walked it off last week against them and beat them 6-5. So like I said, we have the potential, we have the capability. So it'll be fun to see this team go throughout the season. Our softball program, like our basketball program, is just a little bit young, inexperienced, and developing. So we're struggling right now in terms of the wins and loss columns, but we're continuing to improve each and every day. With your guys' support, we are able to go to Myrtle Beach this year for the 2nd year in a row. And the girls really enjoyed that experience. It's a great team bonding opportunity for them and a chance to really kind of get to see what talent exists throughout other states. We ended up going 1-3 on our time down there, which in some of those games we were really competitive, and maybe it could have went either way. We maybe could have come home 3-1. As opposed to 1-3. But regardless, the girls had a good time. We got back safely and everything was good. Tennis, we're currently sitting at 6-5 and 2-2 in the conference. We'll be hosting our Little Giant Under the Light invite this upcoming Friday. So if you have nothing to do and you want to come out and watch tennis in a pretty cool atmosphere and environment, please come on out to Beck's Tennis Courts and watch our tennis team play their doubles tournament this upcoming year. And then lastly, just our track and field team. If you've been reading any of the posts that we've had, they are just dominating in all aspects of the program. Right now, we've competed in 4 invitationals. The girls winning 3 of those so far and finishing runner-up in 1. The boys went 2-2. claimed 2 titles and came runner-up twice. So far, we've already broken 3 school records, with a couple other that are on the cusp of being able to fall as well. So the track and field program is doing exceptional well under Coach Booz. And like I said, we're going to host our first meet tomorrow of the year, which will also be senior night. So if you have nothing to do, please come on out and show your support to our seniors in our track and field program. So, and then with that, we have, as Mr. Price knows, kind of a cluster in our weight room right now, which is a wonderful problem to have with a lot of our teams in the off season trying to get in there and start to develop work and get their programs going and getting ready for fall and even winter at this case. So like I said, it's a great problem to have. And like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing kind of what the future holds for a lot of our programs and athletes. So thank you, Mrs. Hurt. Thank you, board, for your continued support. And like I said, I look forward to continuing doing the great work of Fremont. So thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Byrne. I appreciate your time this evening. And that was a wonderful update. Moving on this evening, I would like to switch gears a little bit to some curriculum and instruction pieces. And I've asked Mrs. Abby Abernathy to review with you our CQCC committee meeting, as well as highlight the textbooks that are on our agenda for this evening for approval. Thank you, Abby.
Thanks for having me. So our CQCC committee met on April 16th. We reviewed our textbook adoptions. This year we have statistics, health, anatomy and physiology, and physical science to present. So just some quick facts about each one of these areas. So statistics, the emphasis now is on doing statistics and using real world data, and not so much just going through the motions of learning how to calculate statistics. Our anatomy and physiology, it includes some hardbound class sets and online access, and it connects complex biological systems to real-world situations and scenarios. You'll notice a lot of real-world scenarios within this new curriculum. Physical science, that's a McGraw-Hill company. It uses user-friendly format with heavy emphasis on hands-on experiments and not heavy on the bookwork. Our health curriculum at our high school level is new to us as well, and that's going to be in a flexible online format. Some benefits of having that online is our curriculum and our requirements from the state are forever changing, and therefore, with an online format, the company can update as we see or as the law sees fit. Instead of having a hardbound book that we have to make changes to or skip chapters or add chapters, this online format they will update it as those laws change. Also, there are some parent opt-out plans and programs for this as well. So if a parent wants to opt their child out of specific areas of that curriculum, then we can go in and actually just hide it from them. And that way it's a little cleaner. So I hope that makes sense to everyone. Some noticeable trends on these selections is that every textbook was specifically vetted for compliance with Ohio learning standards. All 4 programs have some digital integration to them to allow for both online and physical work. Our health will have some physical work too. It's not all online only. Also, you'll see a lot of critical thinking throughout this curriculum. We're no longer just like learning about, we're actually learning to work with and using real world scenarios in all 4 curriculum. Are there any questions for me? Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Mrs. Abernathy. And our final committee meeting to present is policy. And it was a lovely short meeting, which doesn't happen often. And I think the biggest item to discuss there is just notice that we're bringing approval for those readings with our AI policy. And there is legislative mandate for that to be in place before July 1 of 2026. And we will have that in place with your blessing as we move forward this evening. Mr. Nally, anything to add for policy?
No, not at all.
All right, thank you. If okay, Mr. Price, I'll continue with my recommendations.
Yep.
All right, thank you very much. Item number 1, please consider for your approval just a couple of donations that we have this evening from Faith Lutheran Church and Fremont Lions Club.
Can I get a motion to approve item 1, please?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Lehman. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Bloom. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom,
Yes.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Thank you. Item number 2, if you would please consider the approval of Sedgwick for the district group retrospective rating program. This is just a third-party administrator that assists the district, and so we are moving through those paths.
I have a motion to approve item 2, please.
So move.
Motion by Mr. Nally. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Lewis. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom,
Yes.
Ms. Lehman,
Yeah.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Thank you, Mr. Price. Item number 3, I shared with you a memo from Mr. Boss in your website, just to give you some additional background information. And this would just be a MOU with Sandusky County Public Health for the implementation of the Nalox boxes that we will put in our buildings. Tough word to say. Sorry about that.
Can I get a motion to approve item 3, please?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Lehman. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Bloom. Any discussion?
Is this new or is this something that we've?
So we have had, we updated policy not that long ago, and you saw it revised in this most recent meeting. So because they continued to tweak the law a little bit. So it allows us to have the medication on hand with trained individuals in our buildings. And that is not new. This agreement, this MOU, allows for the Sandusky County Public Health Department to work with the district, and they will oversee the administration of the boxes held within the buildings that will hold that medication. So they will help monitor if the medication is beginning to expire or if we need to use it, and then we can report that to them. They will come and restock that for us. So it's really just some help, facilitation assistance for the district. Mr. Boss, did I get that okay, or is there more?
And then in it was, if you had to use it, are we on to that subject still? If you had to use it, just the parent of the person that used it on would be informed, correct?
We would notify if we
Yeah.
needed to use that. Yes, we would have a process of logging that information and notification.
So then when I was reading, I guess, so then it went on to the next step. And how do we determine that a persistent pattern of overdose in the district has emerged? Because I think, I'm assuming that after you've had to use that for so many times, there's
We would certainly monitor that, and we would log that. Excuse me, every time it was used. The nurses in the building and in the clinic area and in those trained individuals within would log that information, and we would be able to see that if there was a trend.
So
and we could monitor that.
do they have an outline of like how many times it would have to happen to make the persistent pattern like of overdoses?
I don't know that there is a number assigned to that.
I didn't read a number because I kind of read into it more what it was, but I didn't know if you guys had come up with a number or if you came up with a.
I don't believe we have. I think we would probably review data first and look for a trend, and then maybe set that parameter around that.
All right. Hopefully, I'll never get that far.
That would be my hope, Miss Lehman.
Well,
Absolutely.
You never know.
Thank you. That's a good point.
Yeah.
All right, roll call, please.
Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom,
Yes.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Thank you. Item number 4 is our first policy this evening, and this is the procurement and administration of the overdose reversal drug that we were just speaking about.
Can I have a motion to approve item 4, please?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Lehman. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Nally. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom,
Yes.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Thank you. Item number 5 is the approval of the policy EDEC, which is the artificial intelligence.
Can I have a motion to approve item 5, please?
So moved.
Go ahead.
Motion by Mrs. Bloom. Could I have a second?
We'll do a second.
Second by Ms. Lehman. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Bloom,
Yes.
Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Thank you. Item number 6 is policy EFD, misbranded foods and cultivated protein food products. Again, this is a first reading, and this is really just to make sure that items are appropriately labeled as such, and if there was an error in the labeling, we will not serve it.
I have a motion to approve item 6, please.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Lewis. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Nally. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom,
Yes.
Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Thank you. Our last policy this evening and item number 7 is JEB. And yes, we did just recently see this as well, but there was a legality tweak, so we needed to touch it again. Just that entrance age.
Can I have a motion to approve item 7, please?
So moved. We're all so moved.
I'm like
Motion by Ms. Lehman. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Bloom. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom,
Yes.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion approved.
Thank you very much. Moving on to our student items this evening. Item number 8, I would ask that you consider the approval for our social, emotional, and character development curriculum of a Character Strong. It will be utilized in our K-5 with our K-5 students, and this is an opportunity to extend that we're already using this material. So we would just continue with that.
Can I get a motion to approve item 8, please?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Nally. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Lewis. Any discussion?
Just, Mrs. Abernathy, you feel that that curriculum is a good reflection of our school system and the way we think and thanks.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom,
Yes.
Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Thank you. Item number 9 this evening, we would like to purchase some additional ELA classroom kits from Amplify. This goes along with the CKLA adoption that we've put in place this year. These are some additional materials that we can have access to.
Can I have a motion to approve item 9, please?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Lehman. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Lewis. Any discussion?
Did I assume that the teachers that are using this these kits have had some input into what additional information or Megan they would like or need or
Absolutely. And these kits are currently, we have similar ones already in the buildings within the grade levels. It's a lot of movement of materials throughout the building and back and home for our staff. And so these additional dollars that we've been awarded to the district through our Title I grant is allowing us to purchase some additional kits. So it's a little less movement, a little bit more of ease for supporting our teaching staff.
perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom,
Yes.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Thank you. Beginning with item number 10, these will be individual instructional material approvals. This is what Mrs. Abernathy had already spoken to. So the first one will be the instructional materials to use for our statistics course.
Can I have a motion to approve item 10, please?
So moved.
Motion by Mrs. Bloom. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Nally. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Bloom,
Yes.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Thank you. Item number 11, if you would please consider the approval of the purchase for the science curriculum for our anatomy and physiology course.
Can I have a motion to approve item 11, please?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Lewis. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Lehman. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom,
Yes.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Thank you. Item number 12 will be the approval of the purchase for our health curriculum.
Can I have a motion to approve item 12, please?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Lewis. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Bloom. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom,
Yes.
Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Thank you. Item number 13 is our curriculum choice for physical science. For your approval, please.
Can I have a motion to approve item 13, please?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Lehman. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Nally. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom,
Yes.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved. It's so much fun
Ooh.
having to vote on each individual.
Textbooks. Yes. Item number 14 is a little bit more exciting. This technology purchase will support our one-to-one student use of Chromebooks. This will be the purchase for our incoming freshmen for next year. Just a reminder that the way we facilitate grades 9 through 12 is our incoming freshmen during orientation timeframe are assigned a Chromebook that they keep for 4 years and utilize for their main instructional tool for that entire time. So this is the newest purchase to go aligned with our incoming freshmen next year.
Can I have a motion to approve item 14, please?
So moved. Oh my.
Well, what do you do three of us?
Motion by Mr. Nally. Can I have a second, please?
Second.
Second by Ms. Lewis. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom,
Yes.
Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Whew, thank you. We are moving on to our staff component of our agenda this evening. Item number 15 begins with some resignations. I would like to first note the resignation of Aaron Parker from the principal at the Fremont Middle School. I would also like to note Mr. Chris Ward's resignation from Atkinson Elementary. And I'd like to just speak for just a moment on Chris Ward. Mr. Ward has been an educator for 28 years. 25 of those years have been in Fremont City Schools. He has been a teacher, he has been a dean of students, and he has been a principal. And he is putting forth his resignation for your approval this evening because he is going to take a different position, and he's returning to his home school, his home community, he's termed it a chance of a lifetime. So we're very, as much as we hate to see him leave the district, we are very happy for him to have this opportunity put in front of him. I would also like to just call out Chad Hetrick, as Mr. Burnt mentioned earlier, is resigning from the head wrestling coach position. Just a note that Mr. Hetrick began in the 1999-2000 school year when he started the BIDI program that allowed our youngest students to participate in wrestling here in Fremont. In 2007-2008 school year, he joined us as the assistant varsity coach, and he has been and did that job for 10 years. In 2017 and 18, he became the head coach for our boys wrestling program and did that job for 8 years, for a total of 26 years dedicated to wrestling with our student athletes in Fremont. And I think that that is just definitely noteworthy. I would continue on with item number 16. If you would consider the approval of the appointments for some of our substitutes. We're very happy to have additional substitutes joining us. Item number 17, I would like to ask your approval for the following administrative appointment for Mrs. Erin Parker to join our team in shifting her role in our district as the Director of Human Resources and Community Relations. I couldn't be prouder to present someone to this role. Erin bleeds purple. She is through and through a supporter of Fremont City Schools. She has sat in many roles in our district. She has been a teacher that supported children. She has been an assistant principal that has supported children. She has been a principal that has supported children. And I, with no doubt, believe that she will now be a director that supports the children of Fremont City Schools. With your approval this evening.
This is her. I'd like to take an exception and give her a round of applause at this point in time.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Nally. Very appropriate. Item number 18, we have a teacher joining us. Elizabeth Keller will be joining us at Krogan in grade 1. And a special notation that's worth shouting out is Elizabeth Keller is a Ross alumni, a graduate of Fremont City Schools. This is the second time this hiring season that we have been told by a candidate that this has been their dream, to return to the school district in which produced them. And it's thrilling to have this come about. Item number 19, we have many coaches and supplemental contracts that are before you. All of those individuals are returning to us. Item number 20, there are some of these individuals who are returning and some who are new, all who will be giving extra to benefit our students. We are thrilled to have many of these individuals, all of them, joining us to this great opportunity. Item number 21, we have just a couple status changes, and that leads us to a roll call. Mr. Price.
Can I have a motion to approve items 15 through 21, please?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Nally. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Bloom. Any discussion?
And for Mr. Byrne, with regret for Mr. Hedrick.
Yeah, Chad has served the wrestling program very well over the 20 plus years. So starting with little kids and finishing up with the high school kids. So and hopefully he still stays on as an assistant coach and will still be in that wrestling room. So yeah, absolutely. All right, roll call, please.
Mr. Nally.
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom.
Yes.
Ms. Lehman.
Yes.
Ms. Lewis.
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Thank you. And finally, for me, I would ask approval for the purchase of some staff appreciation gifts. We do have that opportunity coming up in May that we really try to give a shout out to all of our well-deserving, hard-working staff in the district with your approval this evening.
Can I have a motion to approve item 22, please?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Lewis. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Lehman. Any discussion?
I really appreciate about our district that, to the best of, I think, our ability, that we recognize our people. And no matter what the gesture is, that we try to do what we can to acknowledge the hard work and dedication and sacrifice that it takes. I hope that is felt by the staff, but I think it's really important, and I'm glad we do that.
Thank you.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Lewis.
Yes.
Ms. Lehman.
Yeah.
Mrs. Bloom.
Yes.
Mr. Nally.
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved.
Thank you. That is all for me this evening, Mr. Price.
Moving on to report of the treasurer.
I will keep it short and sweet as to not bore our audience tonight. Can't believe we're almost to the end of April. So the month of March for our financials, finally I can stop saying our revenues were looking a little low as of the last couple of months, but we did get our final tax settlement. So we did finally see the that even out for the month of March. A couple of highlights from the revenue section for note. We did have a correction at the end of last year that caused our public utility to look higher than this year. Overall, we're up in both real estate and public utility together by about $450,000 from what we forecasted in our previous forecasts. Interest is up about 7.6%, and across the state, everybody's seeing state funding down. We are no different. Part of our funding formula is that when the local share increases, so in the form, in this case, in real estate taxes, your state share decreases. So that's putting us, due to the change in the influx from real estate taxes, that's making our state share much lower than normal. We are in fact at an all-time low since about 1996 of how much the state is kicking in for their funding. Just a fun little fact.
Interesting.
Fun, not fun.
Mm-hmm.
If I could interrupt, I think at finance, you had made the comment, I believe, was in 1985, the state was funding schools to the around 42.35%. And now we're seeing that funding is in the 20 to 30% range. So
Yeah.
we've seen significant reductions there.
Yeah, and that's part of the funness of school finance right now is the ever changing how they are funding schools. Yeah, I'm trying not to get too much into the whole debate on whether or not they should be funding us more. It's something school treasurers and school districts have been fighting with the state for years on whether or not school funding in the state of Ohio is fair. And we did have a period of time where we were moving to what seemed to be a more fair system, and now we've gone back to, I think it's the 2019 formula, that we're seeing that shift right now. So 2 steps forward, 10 steps back. We flip to the expenses. We have our normal contributors are up, salaries and benefits. And, when you see an increase in our collection for property tax, you're also going to see our collection fees go up as well. Medical insurance premiums are up over 12% overall, which we knew was coming just because we have to be able to pay that self-insured balance, and medical insurance costs are up. Everybody's seen that. It's not really anything shocking, but it is something to note that line is up 12% overall. Otherwise, we're doing pretty good from where we expected to be budget-wise. And I'm hoping we'll finish the year out strong. We seem to be on a good pace right now. And I think it'll fall in line with what our forecast is for this year. I can't really say much for the next coming years, but at least for right now, everything is running kind of right where we want it to be. Any questions? Okay, you want to go? If you might.
Thank you, Megan.
Yep. So just one item, if I could have a motion to approve item 23, just to approve the March financials.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Nally. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Bloom. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Nally,
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom,
Yes.
Ms. Lehman,
Yeah.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Price.
Yes, motion's approved. All right, moving on to board member communications. Lori.
Well, Mr. Ward will be missed. It was a lot of fun when he came in here and was talking about what they do down there. And Chad with his in the wrestling. Congratulations, Mrs. Parker, for moving up. And thank you to the girls for the pledge and all the donations from the community, and all the coaches that are willing to come and give their time and their energy to help the kids.
Laura.
All I have to say is I'm looking forward to being at the track meet tomorrow. I'm gonna be working the concessions and visiting with everybody and watching all the seniors out there, and just hopefully we have decent weather. I think we're supposed to. So yeah, that's why I'm looking forward to being there tomorrow at the track meet. That's about all I have right at this moment.
Sarah.
Mrs. Parker, my sincere congratulations. Well deserved. Selfishly, I'm sad. But for me, not you. You've been a wonderful colleague in our, both of our professions, to work with. The kiddos know that they can depend on you, not just for everything academic, but that you truly care about them. I don't want to do that to you, so I'll shut up. But you really made a home for a lot of our kiddos, for all of our kiddos, but certainly some of our kiddos who just need a little bit extra. I feel like that's your superpower amongst many. So thank you for your dedication, and we're really excited to see you in your new role. Big Fish, the musical over the weekend, that I know I say this every time that they put on a production, but it was amazing. So glad to attend. Just a shout out to all of the students that participated in any capacity, and to Miss Julia Zucker for the production that she put on. It was just top notch. Just some student shout outs. Congrats to Brooklyn Burnt. She has achieved 200 career strikeouts as of this week, so that's pretty awesome.
And she's only a sophomore.
And she's only a sophomore. So that's amazing. Kylie Kidd, Lexi Nelson, and Mason England, they've all made their way to the record books for track. So they've all individually made their way to history in our track program. So congratulations to them. Prom is this weekend, right? This weekend. I'm like, did I say that wrong?
Yeah.
So just to encourage all of the students and their families to enjoy themselves, have a wonderful time, make the memories that you should make, but also be careful, be responsible, and celebrate just responsibly. We want everybody to have a good time, during this time. And last couple things, the Music and Arts Festival is coming up May 15th. We've talked about that quite a few times, but I'm going to keep talking about it until it comes. That will be from 5 to 8:30 at Fremont Ross. And then our Athletic Hall of Fame banquet is the following day on May 16th at the high school. So I've been calling this to myself, but like the second homecoming for the year. So it's just a nice opportunity for lots of people to gather and celebrate, what kids are currently doing, but also, what different student athletes have achieved in the Hall of Fame banquet. That's all.
I have nothing this evening. I think I've spoken enough.
Well, congratulations to Aaron for moving up. You're going from a building full of middle school students to a building full of administrators. Take that as how you feel, which is better or worse. I'm not sure. I've seen both, and jury's out on that one. So, but congratulations on the job and for all you've done here at the middle school too. So thank you for that. To all the coaches, to all the volunteers and everything, putting in the time and effort into this district. Obviously, the district doesn't run, especially the extracurriculars, with all that extra help. So thank you for all of that. Thank you for Mrs. Rothy for coming up from OSBA. I appreciate it. I don't like being the center of attention at all. So, but thank you for everyone who came out tonight. I do appreciate it. It's been a fun 10 years. Maybe not the COVID years, but the other years have been okay. So, yeah. So, with that, I am going to make a motion to move into executive session under item G. If I could have a second, please.
Second
by Miss Lewis. Any discussion?
Would we like to, Mrs. Hurt, would we like to take a break between
We could certainly take
like 15 minutes?
We can. So
We have
just
a cookie opportunity for you, Mr. Price.
what we'll do, and just for the public to know, when we come out of executive session, there will be no new business taking place. We'll adjourn immediately out of executive session. So we can
15 minutes.
make the motion into executive session and still have that couple minutes, and then we'll go into executive.
Yes.
Okay,
We want
roll.
you- Yeah, we want you to be able to greet your commit.
So
yeah.
let's,
Your fan club.
should we,
Who's second? Sarah.
Sarah.
here, I just said thank you, and now you're holding up that stupid sign with my ugly mug on it. We need to burn those real quick. That'll be part of our does executive session fall under burning of signs? Roll call, please, on the executive session.
Mr. Price,
Yes.
Ms. Lewis,
Yes.
Mrs. Bloom,
Yes.
Ms. Lehman,
Yes.
Mr. Nally.
Yes.
Motion's approved. We will be heading into executive session shortly. So.
Wonderful.